Hi everyone, and welcome along to today's review. This is another camera security one from Reolink, my favourite manufacturers. They've sent me this camera along to review for you, and I'm doing it obviously because the advances seem to be moving at a pace at a rate of knots. There's lots more features again on this particular one. I'm sure you're interested, like we're all interested in home security. So let's look at it right away and see what we get in the box. This camera then is the E1. Unpacked it there for you. You can see it's a dome style of camera. We've got a hanging mount here, power supply, strap, security strap, and a lead, and an extension power lead, which is quite handy actually. It's a very useful thing. There's 3 meters there, which gives you a bit more leeway with the power. This is a Wi-Fi camera, so you can use your Wi-Fi, or you can still obviously use a lead if you want to use an Ethernet cable in there. So quite useful. Let's have a look at the specifications of it now. Features then of this particular camera. Okay, it's 5 megapixel, which is pretty good. One of the main features I think is the fact that it can track you, can track a person when it's detected and turn, because this camera can turn upwards and around in all the angles, and it's got this kind of tracking facility that would track someone if it picks it up, and also a car as well it can pick up. So if you want to get a number plate, it would track that around also, so it's quite a handy device. It's got colour night vision, and it's got 3 times a zoom. Pretty good. Lastly, I suppose the last few things, what else is good? Okay, the fact that you can finally set these things just to activate when you detect somebody or a vehicle if you want, or you can still set it for movement on everything. But what I like is it's no longer going to pop on when a cat goes across the front of the camera and then it sends you alerts. False ones are what the downside cameras can be. So if we can eliminate those, then we really are on the way to getting things sorted out a lot better. This camera also, by the way, has an alarm that can be set to go off if you want to scare an intruder, and also it's got the facility to talk out through the speaker and talk to someone in real time, so you could use it as a kind of communication device if you wanted. Another little use for it. And lastly, I think it's also Google Assistant ready, so if you've got Google at home, you can actually work it and make this camera do its stuff, see all the pictures and anything that's come up on your Google Home Hub at home. So not bad. Let's have a look now at close detail on the phone. Here then is the app downloaded onto the phone, and we'll just push the crucial one, which is settings. That, by the way, is my garden. Pretty good, isn't it? Okay, so we got my network display here. You can see it there. So there's lots of things rotating the screen, the quality, anti-flicker and day and night auto. So a few little things there. You've got a watermark and put on it, and a privacy mask. You've got some advanced settings down there for explore, backlight and 3D. I guess the most important ones are motion detection, which is here, and once again you get sensitivity, which you can adjust, and also the zoning areas that you don't want to receive alerts about. Now this one's most important, I think, because that's the main thing we don't want, is all these false alerts that keep telling you there's a cat in the garden or something else. Okay. There's also camera recording on, which is set to one of mine. Push notifications, so you know your phone gets a notification, and schedule, you want the alerts to be notified to you, whether you want them straight away or just at set times of the day. Email alerts, you can set up your email address to have your alerts sent. Also you've got siren here, which is a very handy one. If you want to try and frighten someone off that's around, it might give them a good scare in the middle of the night. Might wake the neighbours up as well, but you've got your option to share the camera, and a nice little thing called time lapse, which gives you a kind of time lapse photography thing on it. And I've got advanced here for a few more advanced things on there, date and time, upload, record audio, infrared lights, and the spotlight, because infrared lights you can set to come on automatically, and also the spotlight you can set to either come on when detected or not, so that you get that extra light. Or you can just turn the spotlight on it if you want to. Right, there we are. I've decided to just temporarily stick the camera here so you can see its movement and so on, and it looks back at our garden this way. Here then is what the camera's receiving at the moment, because I've mounted it outside and it's kind of looking up the garden there, and well, across it really. You've got a lovely wide angle on it. I'll take away the camera, you can see exactly what it's looking at there. Bit of a mess with the garden at the moment, sorry about that, but we've been having some work done. But anyway, the picture looks pretty good indeed, doesn't it? So, the very important feature that we all want to see is the camera tracking. So now it should track me round, and you should see the camera moving as it tracks me around, and you can see it going there, can't you? Right, let's keep another close eye on it. You can see it over there. Is it tracking me round? Yes, it is. You can see me walking along the grass, and it's tracking me along. There you go. So here I'm about to go up the garden. Let's see how we get on. Seems to be following me fine. Yeah, looks good. I'll give it a little wave. Come down the steps. And lastly, hi. So, there we are at night time. Just like to show you the difference between the black and white and the colour. It's quite dramatic really. It's an incredible difference. Look at that. Colour, night vision, fantastic. You can see my boiler flue just in there on the left. It's a bit cold night tonight, isn't it? Let's try out the alarm things now and walk outside. Okay, so here is the night vision one. So there we have it then. That's the Reolink E1. As you can gather, I quite like it. That's about it though. All my videos, you know where they go, the usual place, Derek and 33. Thanks for watching again guys. Catch you next time. Bye bye.